A week ago, a wallpaper manufacturer named Jean-Baptiste Rebellion made a speech demanding bread prices be lowered to something workers could afford. However, this speech was misinterpreted as a plan to control the wages of workers. Last night, a protest at his factory resolved peacefully. Today, however, was different. Yesterday's crowds, over 3,000 strong, returned today. As mobs began to smash Rebellion's factory, the watchmen of the Goutte Royale were mobilized to contain the crowd, something reinforced by the Queen's Dragoons, who were in the area for a training exercise. The bourgeois lost some power. The sudden presence of the military was a disquieting one. It's one thing to face the watchmen one sees every day on the street. It's another to see mounted soldiers with rifles and sabers. One exists to keep the established order, the other exists to kill. Fear began to escalate through the crowd. Fear led to violence. A brick was thrown, a rifle was fired. Nobody knows what happened first, but for a brief moment, the floodgates of violence were open, and blood flowed in the streets around a simple wallpaper factory. In the midst of this madness, a common soldier broke ranks, riding into the center of the conflict, waving his hat, imploring everyone to put down their weapons and come to their senses. This unbelievable sight was enough to stun those who saw it and make them reconsider their actions. He was struck down by a bullet fired by one of his own comrades. An accident. His name was Corporal Thomas Alexander Dumont. He will be remembered as a hero. His death led to the abrupt ceasefire and is credited with greatly diminishing the amount of casualties that day. This has led to a sudden swelling of support. The members of the... No! Alex! His funeral was one of the most widely attended in recent history, with demagogues from both the Crown and the Revolution claiming Thomas Alexander as a martyr for their cause. The military establishment has chosen to remain silent on the matter. Those motherfuckers killed Tom. Killed Alex. Silence, in fact, has been deeply concerning by members of the aristocracy. We're worried that the common soldiers will be less likely to bear arms against their fellow citizens. So, despite this, the soldiers of the Garde Française have volunteered to patrol the streets until a measure of peace is restored. This has been greeted with a wary assent by the public. The military has moved its allegiance towards the revolution by a decent amount. And so, with the loss of a voice pleading for peace, Paris has started to burn. I can't believe we lost Thomas.